Hey students, it's Mrs. Clifton here today. I'm thinking outside the box as a way to be able to help you a little bit more with missing assignments. So this worksheet here is for Mrs. Benavides, and the directions are explain in words how you would solve the problems. So for number 1, the goal is always to isolate x. So the first step you need to do is draw a line through the equal sign. You have to think about this as a balanced scale. Whatever you do to one side, you need to do to the other side. And I always say apples and apples, oranges and oranges. You need to pair like terms. So step number 1 is you need to remove this positive 9. So the opposite would be negative 9. Again, what you do to one side, you need to do to both sides of that equal sign. Plus 9 minus 9 make a 0 pair. Okay, you bring down the 3x, bring down the equal sign. 27 minus 9, when you do the math, you take 27, take away 9, and that's going to give you 18. So on step 1, you would write subtract 9 from both sides of the equal sign. That's step number 1. Okay, I'm going to use a different colored pen. So now we need to get x by itself. You would divide by 3. 3x, it's like 3 times x. So the opposite of times is divide. Again, whatever you do to one side, you do to both. 3 goes into 3 once. You're left with x. 3 goes into 3 goes into 18 6 times. So step number 2, you would divide by 3 on both sides. And this is the value of x to get x by itself. And you could write x equals 6 on the side. You could circle it. Okay, let me go on to the next one. Okay, the next one here is negative 5y minus 2 equals 28. Again, line down the equal sign. Opposite of negative 2, add 2. Negative 2 plus 2, make that 0 pair. Whatever you do to plus here, you need to add plus 2 over here. 28 plus 2 will give us 30. So go ahead and write that 30 there. You bring down that negative 5y. Okay, that's what you're left with. So step number 1 would be add 2 to both sides. I will use a different color pen. So this is where I'm at, okay? Now we have a negative 5y. Divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5. Again, whatever you do to one side, you need to do to both. Makes a 1 here. Now I'm left with the negative and a negative. It leaves me with a y. So here I have a negative 5 divided by a positive 30. If you remember your division rules, when you have one negative, it will give you that negative answer. 5 goes into 30 6 times. So here's your answer. So step number 2 would be divide by negative 5 on both sides. And over here, we're left with a positive y because a negative divided by a negative will give you a positive answer. Okay, number 3, line down the equal sign. I need to leave the 7y, so I need to get rid of this negative 7. Plus 7, plus 7. Step number 1, add 7 to both sides. Okay, this makes a 0 pair. Bring down the 7y. 42 plus 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. 4 plus nothing. That's what I get there. I will change colors, okay? How do I get 7y by itself? We need to divide by 7 on both sides. Here is step number 2. Divide by 7 on both sides. Y equals, so y would equal 7, goes into 49 7 times. And there it is. One more. Okay, again, I like to do the line down the equal sign. I need to leave the 4m, get rid of this positive 8. Opposite of plus 8 will be minus 8. Again, whatever I do to one side, I need to do to both sides. So step 1, subtract 8 from both sides. Okay, 48 minus 8 is going to leave you with 40, and then 4m on this side. Now I need to get the letter m by itself, and I need to divide by 4 on both sides. So that would be step number 2. M equals 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 40 10 times. M equals 10. Ta-da!